In 1792, Robert Burns wrote Highland Mary, a poem in which he expressed not only his undying love for yet another of his sweethearts, but a hope that the waters around the castle Montgomery would never drumley. Drumley is an old Scots term which means to grow muddy or filthy with sediment. Over 200 years later, I decided to stick a camera in the river to see if the poet's hopes had been realised. And there you have it. You can barely see a thing. The water is drumley. Does Scotland have legislation to prevent waters looking like this? Absolutely. But they don't seem to be worth the paper they're written on. It seems, in fact, that there's a new pollution incident on the river every month, about which the comically titled Scottish Environmental Protection Agency do virtually nothing. Runoff apparently comes from housing developers who want the job done as quickly as possible, and from new solar farms tearing up field drains in the tributaries. And of course it comes from unrestricted grazing and dairy farming, which has been a major cause of salmon decline across lowland Europe since the Middle Ages. 5 centuries would be time enough, you would imagine, for the authorities to impose meaningful restrictions on the salmon killing industries. But of course Scotland's ambivalent relationship with its wild creatures being what it is, this has never really happened. Perhaps harassing the staff at SEPA headquarters seems like an exercise in futility. But for the Scots who love their rivers and the salmon which return to them, there are few other options. Here! And for those of us who continue to put faith in the word of politicians, then at least there is a little hope. In its 2026 election manifesto, the Scottish National Party acknowledged the importance of riparian buffer zones in agricultural land if the salmon was to have any future. As seems so often to be the case in Scotland, every silver lining comes with a cloud. The same party promised broadly the same things in 2021, and yet still rivers like the Garnock run drumley. For the less cynical of you out there, I've put SEPA's number on the screen, and should there be any pressing environmental issue on your local river, then you can give them a call and they will come charging to the rescue 5 or 6 days later. Good luck, and I mind, you dinna hae to love fishing to love your fish.